And look at how he's dressed. He's dressed in a distinguished way, but he ain't no king. You will not see a single portrait, if you know your art history, from the 18th or 19th century of a king that looks so modest. He is not bejeweled. He is not bejeweled. And everyone notice the stance? He's reaching out to us. Anyone know where Gilbert Stuart gets this pose from? It's not the way you see kings depicted. That's very good. Yes, he does get it from Rome through the Sistine Chapel. That's exactly right. Michelangelo, through the Sistine Chapel, is reinforming us, right, of our Roman history. This is a Roman statesman stance. It's a Roman statesman stance. If you see any portraits of Napoleon or Bismarck or King George, the Delacroix portraits, for example, you are staring at the back of the horse while they're going off to battle, right? Because they're in the lead and we're following them like Pied Pipers, right? Not here. He's reaching out like a Roman statesman to all of us to go with him, and the horizon is behind him. We go with the horizon together. That's what you need to know about the presidency. The office of the presidency was created by the founders with 3 goals in mind, and it was the most unique creation by them. There had been legislatures before. Congress did not look that different from the Houses of Parliament. There had been major courts before. The Supreme Court takes on judicial review in a different way, but it really grows out of the English common law tradition, as we all know. There had never been a presidency before, except perhaps if you go back to Rome. And it was different then, obviously. The president was to be, in Madison's words, a citizen patriotic king. Everyone hears the contradictions there. A citizen patriotic king. First thing the founders said, the president should not inherit power. I often tell people when I'm asked, if there's one thing all the founders agreed on, and they disagreed on a lot, there's one thing they agreed on: nepotism was anti-democratic. They hated nepotism. They hated nepotism. Thomas Paine said this in Common Sense, that we as Americans have learned that the son of the baker is less likely to be a man of danger than the son of a king. We're all sons of bakers, right, in our society. Washington is to be someone who's come, he's risen. Everyone notice this? You're kind of looking up to him. He's risen from us. The painting, even if you're looking straight at it, you're looking up. He comes from us. We have chosen him. We have chosen him. So the president was to represent the people. To represent the people, not all people. Those who were considered the right people to vote. He was to represent them, not put in office by God. Second thing, the president was to bring all Americans together. They did not want the president to belong to a party. That worked out well, didn't it? That worked out really well. Their model for the presidency, for presidential leadership, their model was a father figure. It was paternalism. And that's how the Romans talk about leaders, right? The father figure, who in our imagination now it's a mother figure as well as a father figure, who rises above factions. The cousins might be fighting, but there's that figure we all hope in our family who doesn't get lost in the, who gets this car, who gets to go to this place, but can actually bring everyone together. He was supposed to bring the factions together. Remember, we all know this, but we forget it. There were 13 states. No one in any one of those states called themselves an American. They did not. They called themselves citizens of Georgia or Massachusetts or Virginia, and they mostly couldn't understand one another. Georgians could not understand people from Massachusetts. It might still be true. They could not understand one another. I'm not from Texas. I sometimes hear things in Texas I don't understand. And that's part of it, right? They could not understand one. He's supposed to bring the country together. So he's supposed to rise from the people, to represent the people. He's supposed to bring the country together. And the third thing he's supposed to do, if you notice, he has no power to spend money on his own, and he has no power to raise an army on his own. He is supposed to persuade different parts of the country to work together. Persuade. Washington spent most of his presidency traveling around the country, getting people to work together. Hamilton's economic plan was all about that. Building a common economy. The presidency was to be a small office with no staff, with an individual who, as a father figure, brought different factions of the country together. It was supposed to be a small office without much day-to-day policy making. Where was policy to be made? In Congress and in the states. In Congress and in the states.